evening, Mr. Clamola. Welcome from the Pressbox.
Hey, what is going on, my friend?
You know what? We immediately get to do this. You know what we get to do right off the bat?
What?
I get to start talking some smack to you. Do you know why?
Why?
Week 2 of the preseason, Bengals at Bears.
Oh my goodness! So I can see Caleb Williams play for a whole 30 seconds, and then watch Bayesian run, or Austin Reed go to town on. Hey, speaking of Austin Reed, apparently from what I've seen, he is doing very, very well in warm-ups. He's doing very well in this summer 3-week summer training, summer camp, like workout thing that they have.
OT. Yeah. It's not even OTAs. It's I don't know.
Like wide receiver workouts or something like that. Whatever. The reports coming out of Chicago are that Austin Reed has been playing very, very well.
That'd be interesting. And I was even thinking, I was like, hell, sure that I can't imagine preseason Bengals Bears tickets would cost a lot of money. It's like, do I want to drive
Chicago?
Chicago. I was like, do I want to drive to Chicago to watch preseason? I don't know. I was like, that might be one of those that like week of. Maybe we do the show the Wednesday before where it's
we'll discuss it. We'll be like, hey,
we're like, maybe we'll decide to do it. I don't really know how it'll come. But on the show today, we're going to do something that we're going to absolutely regret.
We've never done this before. This is brand new.
For one, I hope it works because it only took me like an hour and a half to put together as far as on this end. Is we have I think it's like it's 200 and something games of the NFL schedule. We're going to predict all of them right now.
All of them.
I have them listed in a spreadsheet, and then my hope is the spreadsheet at the end, it will have each of our divisions. And then, Leroy, let's just say screw it. Let's just go through the playoffs then at that realm, and let's just make our Super Bowl predictions right now.
This is going to be either the greatest thing ever or the most horrible thing we've ever done in our life.
It is absolutely going to crash and burn, and I'm 100% okay with that. I've got another Who Am I today.
Okay.
We'll have that, tidbits, logos, play clock, and we have a new leader in our NASCAR pick contest. Leroy, you're 1 week back at the top is no more. Someone else has taken that. We'll tell you who that is.
That ending was ridiculous. Let me tell you right now. That ending was ridiculous.
I didn't watch.
I will say before we really get into this, schedules were released tonight. We already knew the teams, but what do you think about your schedule overall, Sam?
Balanced pretty decently, which I like. The Bengals start off really strong. So they go Patriots, first game of the season at home, which is always, that's a great team. Like if the Bengals have started off the past couple of years, so that's a really good team for them to open up. And I thought I had it on this computer, but I have it on another computer. That's a really good one to open up. In fact, I have their home schedule, I think, on here that I can pull up for them to open up against. But yeah. And then it's interesting. They get Commanders at home for a Monday night football game. So there's like the Bengals home schedule. I hate that Ravens, Steelers, neither one of those is prime time, but we do get a Thursday night game. The Bengals, though, it's interesting, are one of 6 teams that have 2 Thursday night football games. Them, the Browns, I think it's actually one of 5 teams. Them, the Browns, and then the 3 NFC West teams. So it's kind of interesting that those 5 teams all have 2 games. Jags get the second week in London advantage again. Well, it's interesting because one of those London games is against Leroy's Bears.
That's right. Let's talk for a second about that. Can we talk for a second about that Bears schedule?
No.
We don't play.
Get it, go on. In fact, I need to look at it because I just typed every game out, but I didn't necessarily process it.
We don't play an NFC North team until week 11. And then come week 11, we only have one opponent who is not NFC North, and that's the Seahawks. But the last like Packers, Vikings, Lions, 49ers, Vikings, Lions, Seahawks, Packers. It's a very, very the last part of the season will make or break this team as far as what they've got going on. But I've never seen such a heavy like one-sided conference or division schedule.
I'd love to know too. I'm looking at the Bears schedule. How many teams have a 3-game homestand? And the Bears have one.
Yeah.
10 through 12. I can't imagine that there are many teams for that. Paul says, put an L by every game for the Bears and my Cowboys, and about half of them for the Bengals. Well, the Bengals do play at the Cowboys in December.
Who brought this guy?
Me?
No,
or are you talking about Paul?
That guy. Yeah, that guy. Put it up. What? They're all pointing. There it is, right there. Who brought that guy?
I find it interesting. I love that this has become a thing too. That like the schedule release, and I haven't gotten a chance since I was just doing the Bengals show that I haven't got the chance to watch all the schedule release videos. The Bengals one was pretty well done. Did the Bears make a video? Was it good? Did you see it?
You know what? I've been helping a kid with homework all night, so I haven't had a chance to look. So
they usually do it. That'll be something that tonight, because I know I'll be wired after this show, but I'll probably go back and watch it.
For what it's worth, Mike thinks they're horrible. Just for what it's worth, Mike thinks they're awful. Well, doesn't understand the point of having a schedule release.
That's because Mike Williams is 95 years old and gets angry at anything fun. Am I wrong?
I do.
Am I wrong?
I know it.
Am I wrong?
No.
Okay. As much as I'd like to talk more about this, we probably don't need to waste any more time.
Oh, let's get to it.
So,
we gotta get into this. Let's go ahead and get going here. I don't either.
Isn't something I look forward to.
I don't either, but Sam absolutely does. Sam's like a little kid on Christmas when the schedule.
Well, see, for me though, I look because these are the games that I know I'm going to get to go to this year. So that's the reason why I look forward to it, because I always like to go. And then for me, I want to try to go to a Bengals game on the road or two this year. So I was kind of looking at that. I know you get a game that's at least decently close. The Bears against, what's the team in Indianapolis? What are they?
The Chargers.
I thought it was the Indians.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
That's their baseball team.
That's right.
The
Indianapolis
Lynx.
Indians?
Yeah. I think that's their baseball team. Their minor league team.
Yeah.
And what's that, week 3? I don't know if you all get to go to that, but that'll be a different. Colts have 0 Thursday or Monday night game, 1 Sunday night, and 1 4:25 game. Well, that says a lot about the Colts and what people think about them. Nobody wants to see them.
I'm truly amazed, actually, at how many primetime games the Bears have. I did not expect them to have that many this year.
Yeah, they do, including week 2, an interesting one against the Texans, if my memory's right, that I was typing it up. Okay, we're getting ready to predict every single game of the NFL season. This is guaranteed to go right. Leroy, usually we would do some sort of snake here, but I have you in the left column and me in the right column, so I'm going to have you predict first every single time because it's going to help me when I'm typing. And let's just hope this works. It's guaranteed probably to not. Okay, are you ready, Leroy?
So is there a disadvantage with me?
No, because what you pick is going to have no impact on what I pick.
That's
because it's not like we're going to know didivisional standings or anything.
Well, by the time we get to like week 4, we're going to forget everything. So,
oh yeah, because we're old. Let's be real. By the time we get to the end of week 1, we're going to forget what we just said at the beginning of week 1.
All right, let's go ahead.
Ravens at the Chiefs to open it up.
Chiefs.
I'm going to say the Ravens.
Okay.
Packers at Eagles. That game is in Brazil.
Of course it is. Eagles.
I'm going to say the Packers. Patriots at the Bengals.
Bengals.
I agree. Bengals. Okay. Now I need to. We need to. I'm screwing it up already, Leroy. I got to get into my mentality.
Come on, Gilly.
Steelers at the Falcons. It is going to be the final weekend in September, Paul, and we're kind of looking at it.
God, can both those teams lose?
Steelers at the Falcons.
Steelers, I guess.
I can't believe I'm actually going to do this, but yes, I agree. Steelers. Cardinals at the Bills.
Bills.
I agree. Bills. Titans at the Bears.
Bears.
Yeah, I'm going to agree, but close. Close game. Texans at the Colts.
Colts.
Texans. Jags at the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I'll agree. Dolphins. Panthers at Saints.
Saints.
Agreed. Saints. Vikings at Giants.
Vikings.
I will agree. Vikings. Raiders at the Chargers.
Chargers.
Agreed.
Go Jim
Chargers. Harbaugh. Broncos at the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Agreed. Seahawks. Cowboys at the Browns. This is the first Tom Brady game. No, Paul, we're doing every single game.
We're doing all of them, Paul. God help us. Do it again. What?
Cowboys at the Browns. First game of Tom Brady.
Wait. First game of who?
Tom Brady on the mic.
Oh. Cowboys. But Tom Brady's going to crash and burn as a broadcaster. I just need you to understand this.
This summer, I want to have that be a topic because I'm fascinated by it. I'm going to say the Browns. Commanders at the Bucks.
I'll shoot you a message, Paul, when we're done. What now?
Commanders at the Bucks.
Bucks.
Rams at the Lions on Sunday Night Football.
Ooh, Lions.
I'm going to agree on the Lions. Jets, the 49ers, Monday Night Football.
49ers.
And I will agree. So that's Rodgers' return. We're done. 1 week. Only
1 week down.
Bills at the Dolphins Thursday night.
Let's go. Week 2. And we did the math last week, Paul. We did the math and thought we could do this in about 27 minutes. That was the
yes.
That was
but
the math
we're also
that we
taking
did.
a little bit longer because we need to speed it up. Bills at the Dolphins.
All right.
Thursday night.
I will go Bills.
Dolphins. Since it's in Miami. We've got the Saints at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Agreed. Cowboys. Bucks the Lions.
Lions.
Agreed. Lions. Colts at the Packers.
Colts.
Are the Packers going to go 0-17? Packers.
No.
Jets at the Titans.
Titans.
Jets. 49ers at Vikings.
49ers.
49ers, I agree there. Seahawks at Pats.
Seahawks.
I'll agree. Seahawks. Giants at the Commanders.
Commanders.
Oh, man, if I can type. I will say the Giants win that one. Bengals at the Chiefs.
At?
Yes.
Chiefs.
I agree. Chargers at the Panthers.
Chargers.
Agreed. Browns at the Jags.
Jaguars.
I'm going to agree. Jags win that. Raiders at Ravens.
Ravens.
I agree. Ravens. If I can spell. Rams at the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Rams. Steelers at Broncos.
Steelers.
I'm going to say Broncos because I can't pick the Steelers. Bears at the Texans on Sunday Night Football.
2 weeks in a row. Texans.
I agree. If it was in Chicago, maybe I'd consider something else. Falcons at the Eagles on Monday Night Football.
Eagles.
It's a weird early Monday Night Football game. And that'll
be an awful game.
Agreed. Eagles. Pats at the Jets on Thursday night, week 3.
Ooh. Jets.
I agree. Jets. Giants at Browns.
Browns.
Agreed. Packers at Titans.
Titans.
Packers. Bears at the Colts. Ooh. Bears at the Colts.
It's at Indy.
It is.
I'll go with the Colts.
You know what? I'll take the Bears. Texans at the Vikings. I mean, here's the shocker of all shockers of who's picking this game.
Surprise, surprise. Vikings.
Texans at the Vikings. I'm going to agree.
Only because that game's in Minnesota. I think Texans are going to be a really big home-away team.
Whatever I can say, John. Eagles at the Saints.
Eagles.
Yes. Chargers at the Steelers.
Chargers.
That's all I need to say, right?
Yep.
Broncos at Bucks.
Bucks.
Yes, Bucks. I agree with what Paul just said, that they're going to be really awful. Yeah, Paul, maybe we're a little bit off. Panthers at the Raiders.
Panthers.
Raiders. Dolphins at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yes. Ravens at the Cowboys.
Ravens.
Cowboys. That's a decent game. 49ers at Rams.
49ers.
Agreed. 49ers. Lions at the Cardinals.
Lions.
Agreed. Cardinals are not going to be very good. Chiefs at the Falcons on Sunday Night Football.
Oh, geez. Chiefs by a billion.
Commanders at the Bengals on Monday Night Football.
Bengals.
Agreed. Jags at the Bills on Monday Night Football.
Bills.
I'm going to take the Jags. And that. Okay. Week 3 done. Week 4, Cowboys at the Giants Thursday night.
Cowboys.
Cowboys as well. Bengals at the Panthers.
Bengals.
Agreed. Saints at the Falcons.
Saints.
Okay. Rams at the Bears. I agree with the Saints too. Rams at Bears.
Chicago.
Rams. Vikings at Packers.
Packers.
Oh, they finally pick up a win. Look at you. I think they were 0-3 going into that game. I'm going to take the Packers as well. Steelers at the Colts.
Colts.
Agreed. I might be a smidge biased on that. Broncos at the Jets.
Just a little bit. Jets.
Jets. Eagles at Bucks.
Eagles.
Agreed. Jags at Texans.
Sorry, Texans.
Jags. Commanders at the Cardinals.
He is, Paul. He's keeping track of it.
Yes.
What's it? Say it again.
Commanders at the Cardinals.
Commanders.
What an awful game. My goodness.
That's awful.
Cards. Pats at the 49ers.
49ers.
Browns at the Raiders.
Raiders.
Browns. Chiefs at the Chargers.
Chiefs.
Chargers. Harbaugh picks up a big win. Bills at the Ravens on Sunday night.
Ravens.
Yes. Since it's in Baltimore. Titans at Dolphins on Monday night.
Dolphins.
Agreed. Dolphins. Seahawks at the Lions on Monday night.
Oh. Lions.
Agreed. Lions. Bucks the Falcons Thursday night. We're week 5, Leroy.
Falcons.
I agree, I guess. Jets the Vikings in London.
Vikings.
Agreed. Vikings. Ravens at the Bengals.
Yeah, coin. I'll take Bengals.
I agree since it's at home. Panthers at the Bears.
Bears.
They better win that game. Bears. Dolphins at the Pats.
New England. Pulls the upset.
Dolphins. Browns at the Commanders.
Commanders.
You're loving the Commanders early on. I take the Browns. Colts at the Jags.
Colts.
Jags. Bills at the Texans.
Texans.
Agreed. Texans. Raiders at the Broncos.
Broncos.
Agreed. Broncos. Cardinals at the 49ers.
49ers.
49ers. Agreed as well. Packers at the Rams.
Packers.
I'll say Rams. Giants at Seahawks.
Who cares? No, Seahawks.
Agreed. Since it's in Seattle. Cowboys at the Steelers on Sunday Night Football.
Cowboys.
Yes, I'll agree. I hope so. Saints at the Chiefs on Monday night.
Chiefs.
Agreed. That's a weird Monday night game. Okay, week 6. 49ers at the Seahawks on Thursday nights.
49ers.
I'll take the Seahawks. Jaguars at the Bears in London.
Bears.
Jags. Cardinals at the Packers.
Packers.
Packers. Colts at Titans.
Colts.
Titans. Texans at Pats.
Texans.
Agreed, Texans. Bucks at the Saints.
Bucks.
Saints. Browns at the Eagles.
Eagles. And yes, Paul, I am.
Yes. I think we'll take a break here in a minute. I'm going to say the Browns win that. Commanders at the Ravens.
Ravens.
I agree, Ravens. Chargers at the Broncos.
Chargers.
I'll say Chargers too. Steelers at the Raiders.
Raiders.
Raiders as well. Lions at the Cowboys.
Lions.
I'm going to take the Cowboys since it's at home. Falcons at the Panthers.
Falcons.
Give me the Panthers. Why the hell not? Let them win one game. Bengals at the Giants on Sunday Night Football.
Giants steal one. Giants.
I'll pick the Bengals to win that game. Bills at the Jets on Monday Night Football.
Bills.
I'll take the Jets since it's at home. Okay. Do we want to take a breather here?
Where are we at? Week 8? Week 9?
7.
7?
Maybe this was an awful idea. This was a terrible idea. Whose idea was this? So how about this? Let's see, Leroy, any undefeated teams? Let's see if you got any undefeated teams right now. And we'll do a Who Am I after this to give us a break.
Yep.
Leroy, you have 2 undefeated teams right now. The Colts and the 49ers.
How the flip do I have the Colts undefeated?
The Colts and the 49ers are your 2 undefeated teams. I have no one undefeated.
Oh, John got spammed. John was trying to play along and he got in trouble.
Yeah, okay. How about we do Who Am I here? Does that work? To give us a break, and I don't know, maybe we'll stop this. I don't know.
I enjoy this. I legit don't mind this.
Oh, that's hilarious. John got banned for comments. He got thrown into Facebook jail. Oh my. Okay, you ready for a Who Am I here? This is a game we developed last week. I've got 5 clues. You just got to tell me what athlete this is. Are you ready for clue number 1, Leroy?
Yes, let's go.
I played 20 seasons in the NFL. I played 20 seasons in the NFL.
All right. Jokes on Facebook. Now I'm watching this team stream twice. All right, 20-year NFL player.
I was recruited to college as a defensive back, but convinced my coaches to let me play quarterback, where I began as the 7th string quarterback.
Tom Brady.
I was recruited to college as a defensive back, but convinced my coaches to let me play quarterback, where I began as the 7th string quarterback. You say Tom Brady?
I do.
That is incorrect. I was involved.
How many seasons did Brady play?
Probably pretty close to 20. I was involved in a serious car accident as a senior in college where I had 30 inches of my intestine removed. I was involved in a serious car accident as a senior in college where I had 30 inches of my small intestine removed. I had no idea about this person when I read this.
Matt Ryan.
I was drafted in the early 90s, and my coach said it would take a, quote, plane crash for me to play in a game. I was drafted in the early 90s, and my coach told me that it would take a plane crash for me to play in a game.
Drafted in the 90s.
Any guesses?
Philip Rivers. Oh, wait, you didn't talk about his kids. I got it.
I need to make these games harder, clearly. Paul Reeves pulls it out. Brett Favre.
Was it Brett Favre?
The final one, would you have gotten this? I'm the only player to win 3 straight NFL MVPs.
Yes. Yep, that would have been the clue that would have done it for me.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
It's today's Who Am I? So Paul Reeves has gotten the first 2 weeks that I've done for this.
Paul's on it, man. He's good at his job.
Yeah, I had no idea that Brett Favre had 30 inches of his small intestine removed when he was a senior in college because he was in a serious car accident. But also, I had no idea that you could actually, survive having that much intestine.
From what I understand, they told Favre multiple times, bro, I don't even know why. And, when he got drafted, he goofed around. He was a huge partier. The first when he was with the Falcons were like, bro, we're done. We're done.
It's funny because
you're going to Green Bay. We're tired of you.
Jerry Glanville was the coach of the Falcons at the time. And it's funny because I was reading this that he told Favre, hey, you have to be, it literally would have to be a plane crash for me to allow you to play in this game. Yeah. And later on that day, I saw the actual video. And it was on the sideline of Glanville looking at Favre being like, it's going to take a plane crash for you to get in this game. I'm like, damn. But yes, Brett Favre is the today's Who Am I? Okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to jump into this again? And then I have another Who Am I that I could theoretically drop if we do. Maybe we do 5 weeks and drop another Who Am I, wrap it up, and then do logos. How about that?
Yep, let's go.
Okay. We're in week 7. Broncos at the Saints on Thursday Night Football.
Broncos.
Saints. Pats at the Jags in London.
Jags.
Agreed, Jags. Bengals at the Browns.
Bengals.
Browns. Seahawks at the Falcons.
Seahawks.
I'll say the Falcons pull that one out with Kirk Cousins. Titans at the Bills.
Bills.
Agreed. The Bills win that one. Texans at the Packers. Interesting game.
In Green Bay?
It is.
Packers.
Agreed. The Packers win that. Dolphins at the Colts.
Dolphins.
Undefeated no more. Agreed. The Dolphins win that. Now, if you wouldn't have known that the Colts were undefeated, would you have picked the Colts maybe?
Only because they were the home team.
Okay.
But
Lions.
Dolphins are pretty good.
Undefeated no more, John Malone. Undefeated no more. Lions at the Vikings.
Lions.
I'll take the Vikings. Eagles at the Giants.
Eagles.
Giants. Raiders at the Rams.
Rams.
Agreed. Panthers at the Commanders. God.
Yuck. Commanders.
Agreed. Commanders. Chiefs at the 49ers.
Ooh. 49ers.
Agreed. It's in San Francisco. Jets at the Steelers on Sunday night.
Steelers.
I'm going to take the Jets. Ravens at the Bucks on Monday night.
Ravens.
Chargers, agreed. Chargers at the Cardinals on Monday night.
Chargers.
Cards shock the world. Vikings at the Bears on Thursday night.
Chicago Bears.
I'll take the Bears to win that. Thursday night road teams don't usually win. Ravens at the Browns.
Ravens.
Browns. Titans at the Lions.
Lions.
Agreed. Cardinals at Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Agreed. Dolphins. Jets at the Pats.
Pats.
Jets. Falcons at the Bucks.
Bucks.
Bucks. Bears at the Commanders.
Bears.
Commanders. Packers at the Jags.
Packers.
Yeah, Jags. Colts at the Texans.
Texans.
Texans. Eagles at Bengals.
Eagles.
Bengals. Saints at the Chargers.
Say it again.
Saints at the Chargers.
Chargers. I was laughing at Paul's comment. Sorry.
I saw it. Saints. Why not? You got to pick an upset every once in a while. Bills at the Seahawks.
Bills.
Seahawks. And I can't spell. Panthers at the Broncos.
Broncos.
God, what another awful game. Broncos. Yes. Chiefs at the Raiders.
Chiefs.
Yes, I agree. Chiefs. Cowboys at the Niners on Sunday night.
Ooh,
the Niners back-to-back weeks get Chiefs and Cowboys at home. Wow. You said 49ers?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, and I agree. 49ers. Giants at the Steelers on Monday night.
Giants.
Steelers. Week 9, Texans at the Jets on Thursday night.
Jets.
Agreed. Jets. Raiders at the Bengals.
Bengals.
Agreed. Cowboys at the Falcons.
Cowboys.
Falcons. Dolphins at the Bills.
Bills.
Agreed. Chargers at the Browns.
Chargers.
I'm going to say the Browns win that one. Pats at the Titans.
Titans.
Agreed. Titans win. Colts at the Vikings.
Vikings.
Agreed. Vikings. I think the Colts have now lost like 5 straight for you, Leroy.
Easy come, easy go.
Colts have lost like 8 straight. You know, they start off well. Anthony Richardson, I guess, got hurt maybe. Missed a couple of games. Commanders at the Giants.
Commanders. I don't think the Giants are very good this year.
Commanders. I take the Giants, though. Saints, the Panthers.
Saints.
Panthers. Broncos at the Ravens.
Ravens. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's going to be a blowout. Bears at the Cardinals.
Arizona.
You are going to be, oh my goodness, you're going to be a mess after that game if the Bears lose to the Cardinals.
I will.
I'll take the Bears.
I will. I will be so mad if they lose that game. There's no reason to lose to Arizona, but we struggle against them every time we play them. Go ahead.
Cannot wait for the first for that podcast then after that game. Lions at the Packers.
Lions. Stop it.
Packers. Rams at the Seahawks.
Rams.
I'll say Seahawks. On Sunday night, the Jaguars travel to the Eagles.
And get blown out. Eagles.
Jaguars. Bucks at the Chiefs on Monday night.
Chiefs.
Agreed, Chiefs. Thursday night football, Bengals travel to the Ravens.
Ravens.
Agreed. And it's a bunch of horse crap that the Bengals have to play at the Ravens back-to-back years on Thursday night. That's the end of my rant. In Germany, the Giants travel to the Panthers.
Except for now.
I know, I heard you. I was just ignoring
Say it again.
Giants at the Panthers in Germany. These games are always so hard to predict.
Panthers.
I like Paul's guess. A tie. I'm going to say the Giants win, but I feel bad for our poor friends in Germany. Like what an awful game to send that way.
Come there, we're going to watch the American football. Oh, this is awful.
At the Bears.
Who's at the Bears?
Patriots.
It doesn't matter who's at the Bears. Chicago.
Does it? Does it? I'll take the Bears too. Bills at the Colts.
I was trying to channel my inner rock. Go ahead.
Bills at the Colts.
Bills.
I'll take the Colts. I'll let John Malone get one there. Broncos at the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Agreed. Falcons at the Saints.
Ugh, Saints.
I'll take the Saints too. 49ers at the Bucks.
49ers.
I'll take the Bucks. They'll shock one there. Baker has a big game. Steelers at the Commanders.
Commanders. No. Steelers, sorry.
Agreed. Vikings at the Jags.
Vikings.
Jags. Titans at the Chargers.
Chargers.
Agreed. Yeah, Chargers. Eagles at the Cowboys. There's a big one there.
Cowboys.
I'm going to say yes, I'm going to actually agree with you there. Jets at the Cardinals.
Jets.
Cards. Lions at the Texans. Rodgers is hurt that game. That's why the Cards win. Lions at the Texans.
I'll be shocked.
Lions at the Texans on Sunday Night Football.
Lions.
Actually, that might be election day, so maybe Rodgers is dropping out to run for president.
Let's say hello to all my friends. Vote for me. That's right.
What did you say, Lions at Texans?
Lions.
I'll say the Texans. Dolphins at the Rams on Monday night.
Rams.
Dolphins. Week 11, Commanders at the Eagles on Thursday night.
Eagles.
Agreed, Eagles. Packers at the Bears.
Bears.
Packers. Jags at the Lions.
Lions.
Agreed. Vikings at the Titans.
Vikings. Ugh.
Titans. Raiders at the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Agreed. Dolphins. Rams at the Pats.
Rams.
I'll say the Pats. They shocked that one. Bengals at the Chargers.
Chargers.
50-50 game. I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna pick the Chargers. I think I changed that from a few minutes ago. Browns at the Saints.
Saints. Like Cleveland's got a weird schedule this year.
They do. I'm gonna take the Saints too. Ravens at the Steelers.
Ravens. Yuck.
Steelers. They always split. That series always splits. So I'm gonna take the Steelers. Falcons at the Broncos. What an awful game.
Broncos.
Sure. Why not? We'll pick the Broncos. We'll let them win at least one game. Seahawks at the 49ers.
49ers.
Agreed, 49ers. Chiefs at the Bills.
Chiefs get the upset.
I don't think it's an upset. I think they win straight up. I don't know how the Bills are going to be this year. Colts the Jets on Sunday night.
Colts.
This is a battle between whoever the Colts backup is and whoever the Jets backup is. And the Jets backup is a little bit better. I don't even know who is the Colts backup quarterback now.
Gardner Minshew, baby.
No, Gardner Minshew's with the Raiders, I think, now. I don't think he's on the team anymore. Texans at the Cowboys on Monday night, the Battle of Texas.
Or is it Dallas?
It is.
Yeah, Cowboys.
I agree, Cowboys. Week 12. We'll go through Week 12. We'll do another Who Am I? Steelers at the Browns on Thursday night.
Browns.
Agreed. Vikings at the Bears.
In Chicago, Bears.
Agreed, Bears. Lions at the Colts. Oh, Flacco's their backup.
That's right, Flacco.
I did know that. Yeah, because they paid him like $9 million, I think. Lions at the Colts.
It's in Indy.
It is.
Oh, Colts steal that one.
Lions. Pats the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Agreed. Dolphins. Bucks the Giants.
Bucks.
I'll say the Giants. No, I'm going to change. I'm going to say Bucks. Cowboys at the Commanders. Oh, look, he finally does pick them to lose.
Cowboys.
Yes, I agree. Cowboys. Chiefs at the Panthers. R.I.P.
Good grief. Chiefs by 100.
Yes. Texans host the Titans.
Texans.
Broncos at the Raiders. I agreed on the Texans, too.
Broncos.
I'll take the Raiders. 49ers at the Packers.
49ers.
Packers. Cardinals at the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Eagles at the Rams on Sunday night.
Rams.
I agree. And Ravens at the Chargers on Monday night.
Ravens.
Chargers. They come away with a big win. Okay, you ready for another Who Am I here?
Yep, let's go.
Broncos might not win a game, Leroy, and you took them over the...
Screw the Raiders, man.
I played 20 seasons...
Tom Brady!
in the NBA.
Oh.
I played 20 seasons in the NBA.
Oh. I'm not good at the NBA.
My middle name is Bean, which comes from my dad's nickname of Jelly Bean.
Oh my goodness.
My middle name is Bean, which comes from my dad's nickname of Jelly Bean.
Okay.
I spent most of my childhood living in Italy, so I could speak fluent Italian. I spent most of my childhood living in Italy, so I could speak fluent Italian.
Gasol?
No. And John, no, it's not LeBron.
Wait. I know an NBA player.
Son of a gun! Paul Reeves, stop ruining my game.
Yes!
It is Kobe. This means I just need to get harder. Okay, with this, would you have gotten it, Leroy? I was the first former pro athlete to be nominated for and win an Oscar.
No.
I was only the 6th NBA player to go from high school straight to the league.
That I might have by that point. Maybe.
Kobe Bryant is the winner.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Is that what gave it to you, Paul? Because I honestly did not know that was his middle name. He said that was easy. Did you know that was his middle name? And I know I'm not a big NBA guy. I had one more Who Am I, but I said, oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. So maybe, do we want to do one more So we're on week 13.
Oh, let's go. We're there.
John. Too soon.
John's got a pretty dark sense of humor.
Too soon. How about we celebrate Thanksgiving? Bears at the Lions.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get on my soapbox for 30 seconds and say that needs to be a staple of Thanksgiving football. Should be Commanders, Cowboys, Bears, Lions. All right. And with that being said, where's the game at? No, don't boo me. I'm older than you. That's how it's always been.
Nobody wants to see the Commanders play on Thursday night.
That's a Thanksgiving tradition.
Screw tradition. How often when's the last time the Bears played on Thanksgiving?
A couple of years ago.
Has it been?
Okay, no, like 3. I think like 3 years ago.
Yeah, John got banned. He did. So. Okay. Week 13, Bears at the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Lions.
I'll agree. The Lions. Giants at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Dolphins at the Packers. I agreed on Cowboys too.
Did you say one?
Dolphins at the Packers.
They're all blending together. Packers.
I agree. Packers. Raiders at the Chiefs on Black Friday.
Chiefs.
Agreed. Chiefs are going to be mad because the Raiders beat them last year. Steelers at the Bengals.
Cincy.
God, I hope so. I'm going to pick the Bengals. I'm going to be a madman on that. Chargers at the Falcons.
Falcons.
Agreed. The Falcons. He likes your hat, Leroy.
There's a big story behind this hat, but we don't have time for it right now.
Cardinals at the Vikings.
Vikings. That's
Agreed,
true.
yes.
John was banned like 5 minutes into the episode.
Colts at the Pats.
Colts.
Pats. Seahawks at the Jets.
Seahawks, baby.
I'll take the Jets. Rodgers comes back from injury for this game. He misses like 4 or 5 games, but he's back. He didn't win the election, so he's back now.
He didn't win the election, so he's back.
Titans at the Commanders.
Titans.
I'll take the Commanders. Texans at the Jags.
Texans.
Jags.
They have given
Rams
the Jaguars like 2 wins this whole year, man.
Yeah, no, you're not on the Jags train. Rams at the Saints.
Saints.
Yes, agreed. Bucks at the Panthers.
Bucks.
Agreed. Eagles at the Ravens.
Ravens.
Agreed. 49ers at the Bills on Sunday night.
49ers.
Bills. And the Browns at the Broncos on Monday night. What an awful Monday night football game. Yes, I agree. Packers at the Lions on Thursday night for Week 14.
Well, let's go to Detroit.
Lions. Jags at the Titans.
Titans.
I agree. Jets at the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yes, agreed. Falcons at the Vikings.
Vikings.
Agreed. Saints at the Giants.
Giants.
Ooh. I try to predict what you're going to say and type it in already, and that was one that I thought you were going to go the other way. And I'll agree and take the Giants. No, yes. Panthers at the Eagles.
Eagles.
Browns at the Steelers. Agreed on Eagles.
Steelers.
Browns. Nah, it's Steelers. Raiders at the Bucks.
Bucks.
Yes. Seahawks at the Cardinals.
Seahawks.
Agreed. Seahawks. Bills at the Rams.
Rams.
Yes. Bears at the 49ers. Oh, God.
49ers by 50.
All right.
By 50.
Chargers at the Chiefs on Sunday night.
Chiefs.
Agreed. Bengals at the Cowboys on Monday night.
In Dallas. Cowboys.
I agree. Cowboys.
Yuck.
Okay. We got 4 weeks left. Do we want to power through or do we want to drop in another? I love the movie Little Big League, Paul. My little brother only watched it probably 200 times. Do we want to do one more? Who am I, or do we want to power through?
One more week, and then we'll do.
Okay. We'll do Who Am I?
One more week.
Okay. Rams at the 49ers on Thursday night.
49ers.
Agreed, 49ers. Bengals at the Titans.
Bengals.
Agreed. Chiefs the Browns.
Chiefs.
Browns. Commanders at the Saints.
Saints.
Agreed. Ravens at the Giants.
Ravens.
Agreed. Cowboys at the Panthers.
Cowboys, my God.
Panthers. The Cowboys always drop one game a year that they have no business losing.
And that's the one.
Listen, Paul as a Cowboys fan will back me up here. They always lose one game a year that they have no business losing. Panthers is going to be the one. You heard it here first. Jets at the Jags.
Jaguars.
Agreed. Dolphins at the Texans.
Texans.
Agreed. Colts at the Broncos.
Colts.
Broncos. Bills at the Lions.
Lions.
See? He backs me up. I'm going to take the Bills in that. Even though I don't think the Bills are going to be great, but I'm going to look at this and it's going in. Steelers at the Eagles.
Eagles.
Agreed. Pats at the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
I'll take the Cards too. Bucks at the Chargers.
Bucks.
Chargers. Packers at the Seahawks.
Packers.
I'm going to take the Seahawks. Bears at the Vikings.
Bears.
Vikings. Falcons at the Raiders on Monday night.
Falcons get the upset.
Raiders. Alrighty. We've got 3 weeks left, but it's time for another Who Am I? Because I prepared 3 of them, but I really was only planning to do 1, but our 27 minutes was just a little bit off, Leroy.
A little bit.
It's okay. We've also taken some breaks. Okay. I played 22 seasons in the MLB. I played 22 seasons in the MLB.
Cal Ripken Jr.
No. Paul, I already know you know what it is. See, look, my sheet, you can't see. It's not written on my sheet, so I know you're not copying. This one's from memory. I played wide receiver in high school and had offers to play college football to Oklahoma and Michigan. I played wide receiver in high school and had offers to play college football at Oklahoma and Michigan.
Nolan Ryan.
No. I'm going to switch up the order, and I'm going to hope this doesn't backfire. I am tied for the Major League Baseball record for most consecutive games with a home run with 8. I'm tied for the Major League Baseball record for most consecutive games with a home run with 8.
Jim Thome.
Jim Thome? Yeah, no. It is not Jim Thome. That's not a bad guess.
You're not allowed to say, yeah, no. That doesn't work, okay?
No.
You got me all excited for about 5 seconds.
No. It is not that. Sorry. It is not. I am tied for the Major League Baseball for most consecutive games with a home run with 8. I am one of 31 players in Major League Baseball history to appear in a game in 4 different decades. I am one of 31 players in Major League Baseball history to appear in one game in 4 different decades.
Satchel Paige was one of those guys. That's crazy.
I believe he was. And he's not the answer to this.
No, but I was just thinking of like guys that played in.
I was very outspoken about refusing to ever play for the New York Yankees. I was very outspoken about refusing to ever play a game for the Yankees.
Got it.
Congratulations. And then the final clue was my father and I became the first father-son duo to play for the same team.
He also grounded him during a game, which I find hysterical.
So and you know the reason as to why he refused to play for the Yankees is that apparently the Yankees manager wouldn't allow him in the dugout and didn't treat him well when his dad played for the Yankees. So he always said that he would never play for that franchise. So Ken Griffey Jr. Okay, so that was going to be my third clue, so I'm glad I pushed it to the end, because if you would have gotten it, that that quick along with that. So look at Leroy go. Ken Griffey Jr.
I got one. I'm no Paul Reeves, but
I was going to say, I thought you were going to talk some smack about Paul to Paul about this. Okay. 3 more weeks, Leroy. We've got this, okay?
Let's go.
Need to take a drink?
All right.
Okay. Thursday Night Football, Browns, the Bengals.
Bengals.
Agreed. Texans at the Chiefs on Saturday.
Texans with the upset.
Chiefs. Steelers at the Ravens on Saturday.
Ravens.
Agreed. Giants, the Falcons.
Saturday football. Ugh. Go ahead, say it again.
Giants, the Falcons.
Falcons.
Agreed. Pats at the Bills.
Bills.
Yes, I'll agree. Lions at the Bears.
Bears.
I'll agree. Bears steal one. Jared Goff's hurt that game. Dealing with a hammy. Little tight hamstring. So he misses, and whoever the hell the Lions' backup quarterback is plays instead of that game. Titans at the Colts.
Colts.
Agreed. Colts. Rams at the Jets. Jets.
Sorry.
Eagles at the Commanders.
Eagles.
Agreed. Cardinals at the Panthers.
Cardinals.
Awful game. This is one of those that I thought was going to be a Thursday night game, and it would be one of those that Al Michaels just absolutely hates himself. I'm going to take the Panthers. Oh yeah, Panthers. Broncos at the Chargers.
Chargers.
Agreed. Chargers. Vikings at the Seahawks.
Vikings.
Seahawks. Jags at the Raiders.
Raiders.
Jags. 49ers at the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
You know, I agree. Bucks at the Cowboys on Sunday night.
Cowboys.
Agreed. Saints at the Packers on Monday night.
Packers.
Yeah. Late December game on Monday night.
Green Bay with the Saints? Absolutely.
Yeah, there's no shot. On Christmas Day, the Chiefs travel to the Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Listen, there could not be a worse Christmas matchup for me. Adolf Hitler takes on Osama bin Laden.
Poor Sam. You're going to have to watch basketball that day, man.
I'm going to take the Chiefs because I hate them less, which is not saying much. But Ravens at the Texans.
Ravens.
I agree. The Texans beat them last year. I don't think it's going to happen 2 years in a row. Seahawks at the Bears on Thursday night.
Bears.
Agreed. Broncos at the Bengals. This game will either happen on the Saturday or the Sunday after Christmas.
Bengals.
Agreed. Cardinals at the Rams. Another flex game.
Rams.
Yes, I agree. Chargers at the Pats.
Pats.
Chargers. Colts at the Giants.
Giants. New York in late December against the Colts. Absolutely.
I agree. Falcons at the Commanders.
Falcons.
This is going to be Michael Penix's first start because Kirk Cousins is going to be hurt that game. So I'm going to take the Commanders. Jets at the Bills. We're almost done, Leroy. We're almost done.
Bills.
Bills, yes. Packers at the Vikings.
Packers.
Vikings. Raiders at the Saints.
Saints.
Agreed. Saints. Oh my, I have caps lock on now. Panthers at the Bucks.
Bucks.
Agreed. Titans at Jags.
Jags.
Agreed. Cowboys at Eagles.
Eagles.
Agreed. Dolphins at the Browns on Sunday night.
Browns.
Agreed. Lions at the 49ers on Monday night.
49ers.
Here we go. I'm going to take the 49ers too. One more week, Leroy. This is the final week of the regular season. Bengals at Steelers.
Bengals.
Does my silence tell you who I'm picking?
Yeah.
Panthers at the Falcons.
Falcons.
Agreed. Commanders at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Agreed. Chiefs at the Broncos.
Chiefs.
Broncos, but only because the Chiefs have nothing to play for. They've got something all wrapped up. Yep. Vikings at the Lions. I say this without knowing what the standings look like.
Lions.
I agree on the Lions. Bears at the Packers.
Packers. They split the series this year.
I'm going to say the Bears because I think the Packers would have won the division in this scenario. Texans at the Titans. Actually, yes, I'm going to stick with that. No, I'm going to change it. Packers. Texans at the Titans.
Texans.
Titans. Jags at the Colts.
Colts.
I'll agree, Colts. Chargers at the Raiders.
Chargers.
Yes. Seahawks at Rams.
Rams.
Yes. Bills at Pats.
Patriots.
I'm going to take the Bills. Dolphins at the Jets. 5 more.
Dolphins.
Jets. Giants at the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yes. Actually, I started typing Giants, so I'm going to stick with it. Because why the hell not? 49ers at the Cardinals.
49ers.
Yeah, I think even their backups probably win that game. Saints at the Bucks.
Bucks.
Yes. Browns at the Ravens.
Ravens.
And guess what? We're done.
Oh, okay. My goodness.
Leroy, your divisions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Heck, it looks like I did this right. The AFC East. Wow. You have a tie in the division between the Bills and the Dolphins at 9-8. The AFC North, you have the Ravens at 15-2. Bengals at 11-6. The Browns at 4-13. My goodness, Leroy. Steelers at 6-11. The winner of the AFC South is the Indianapolis Colts, Leroy. 12-5. The Texans 10-7 get a wild card. Chiefs win the West at 14-3. Chargers at 11-6. So at quick glance, Leroy, you would have the Ravens have had the first round bye. You have the Chiefs. I can't do this math really quick. Okay. In the NFC East, you have the Eagles winning the division at 14-3. Cowboys in second at 13-4. Giants and Commanders 4-5 wins respectively. The NFC North, Lions win the division at 14-3. The Bears come in second at 12-5.
If the Bears win 12 games this year, I will wear a dress on this show.
John, Paul, Chase, if you're still here, you heard it. Packers finish in third at 10-7. I would love. How mad are you? Bears win 12 games and they're the wild card team.
It would be our luck.
The Bucks win the NFC South for you, Leroy, and the 49ers go 16-1 to win the NFC West. Okay, let's go into my divisions here. Okay. I have a tie as well in the AFC East, but at 11-6, the Jets and the Dolphins tie. I don't know how I feel about that. Wow. The AFC North, Ravens and Browns tie at 12-5. The Bengals go 11-6. Wow.
How mad will you be? How mad will you be if y'all miss it by one game? Oh my!
We're making the wild card in that, man. I have the Jaguars at 13-4. The Colts, who, Leroy, what did you have them at 12-5? I have them at 4-13. Chiefs go 12-5. So I have the Jags as the number 1 overall seed. I don't know how I feel about that. Cowboys win the East. Packers win the North. Bears, I have you at 9-8. Saints at 10-7 win the South, and the 49ers win the West at 12-5. But at Seahawks, I have having a good year there. So there we go. Love you too, John. There you go. I would separate this into playoffs, but I have to go into tiebreakers, and honestly, I think it's time to just go ahead and cue.
This one's hurt today. This one's hurt today, Sam. This one's.
Yeah, you're hitting 389, and I'm worried that total might drop a little bit. This might be a tougher week. 1, 2, or 3, Leroy.
Whatever the easiest one is.
1, 2, or 3, Leroy.
Oh, 3, I guess.
You probably picked the hardest one. Door number 3. So John told you to pick door number 3, so you can blame John.
Are they okay. Can you tell me, are they the Red Hawks?
No.
Okay. No idea.
I'm not even going to give you a chance to, I guess, because there no way in hell you're pulling out University of the Incarnate Word. University of the Incarnate Word. 1 or 2?
1.
1 or 2? They are the Cardinals, too. 1. I think you might be able to get this one. What? You can get this one. I have faith. And you might actually be able to get the other one, too.
Holy Cross.
Holy Cross, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Correct. This is College of the Holy Cross. College of the Holy Cross. Hockey Day Canadians, but purple. No, it is not that. And the final one for this week that I'm actually very interested, Leroy, if you can pull this one out. Got any thoughts here?
Well, I think it's another Christian or Catholic Christian school, but the stars was throwing me off.
I'll be honest, that's a hint.
Yeah, I was thinking that. John, I was thinking the same lines.
Oh! Paul Reeves has gotten it. Good on you, Paul. Got a guess?
Chicago State.
Chicago State is incorrect, but luckily I can't feel too bad because Paul Reeves pulled out the Citadel.
Citadel.
So it's a military university.
Yeah.
SCAR.
Yep.
Why I wasn't sure whether that one would, if you would known that one or not. So Leroy, out of College of the Holy Cross, the Citadel, and University of the Incarnate Word, what is the theme?
Well, they're all private colleges. Citadel's not religious, though.
No. And I don't know that Incarnate Word is either. And I don't know that Incarnate Word is private. It is, actually. I lied. What do I know?
I was going to say, a Catholic school is absolutely private.
I honestly had no idea it was a Catholic school.
What do you think Incarnate Word means?
Incarnate?
Literally the Bible, man.
Holy Cross, College of the Holy Cross, the Citadel, and University of the Incarnate Word. Am I nice enough to give you a theme, a hint to the theme, or do you think you even need it?
I would appreciate it.
There is a school in your conference that thinks they fit this theme. Their fan base especially is very loud about them fitting this theme, but I would assume that you'd probably disagree. So you got to just think about obnoxious fan bases.
Fans that think they're smarter than everybody else, even when they're really not. high GPAs that think they're smarter than everybody else, but they're really not. Let's see.
College of the Holy Cross, the Citadel, and University of the Incarnate Word.
Did anybody get it right in the comment section?
No one's even had a guess yet. So talk it through. So what's your conference?
Big 10.
Or the Big 18 now.
Right. You got 26 in there.
I guess technically do, but the school that I'm talking about does not. So the Big 10, when you're talking about obnoxious fan bases.
Yeah.
What's the first one that comes to mind?
Ohio State. Brown nose.
Okay, there's your hint. It's Ohio State says that they probably should fit, but I would assume that most fans would disagree. College of the Holy Cross, the Citadel, and University of the Incarnate Word.
Go ahead. Tell me what it is.
What do Ohio State fans always call themselves? We are the Ohio State University. All of these schools, College of the Holy Cross, the Citadel, and University of the Incarnate Word.
Yep, have the in the word. And screw Ohio State. That's the dumbest thing. I got a couple of friends that are big Ohio State fans. I'll tell you. Love y'all to death, but the is the stupidest thing in the world. And nobody outside of the Ohio State thinks it's cute, funny, or adorable. Also, all think it's dumb. I can't believe they trademarked that, Sam. Oh my goodness.
Yes, that's why I felt like you'd have a strong opinion and try to steer you in the right direction.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You have tidbits, or are we?
I do have some tidbits.
I mean, listen, let's just go however the hell long. I still got a little bit left in my drink, so.
All right. Blanco got suspended for 10 games for cheating with his baseball glove. The umpire that's confiscated his glove said it was the thickest substance he's ever seen on a glove in all of his years of umpiring. Caitlin Clark played her first game last night. Tough game for the rookie, but it was the most watched WNBA game since 2001, peaking at 2.3 million viewers. Sun 192-71. Caitlin Clark scored 20 points, 5 from 15 from the field, but she committed 10 turnovers. And the thing is listen, we can say what we want to about Caitlin Clark. That Indiana team is not good. There's a reason why Caitlin Clark was picked number 1 for Indiana. The Indiana team's just not very good at basketball. But yeah, she Deadspin already ran an article calling her a bust. It's been one game, so good job, Deadspin. That was awesome. NASCAR announced that they're hosting a in-season tournament next year, which is dumb because all these other sports are announcing that they're running an in-season tournament. So naturally, NASCAR was like, oh, hey, we can do that too. So NASCAR is doing an in-season tournament with the winner taking home a $1 million. That was a late baseball game, man.
I don't want to talk about it.
How many innings?
7.
Only 7?
Yeah, that's what happens when sectionals are 2 hours away. Tell us how you really feel. Put it on
record. Oh, my goodness. So drivers in the in-season tournament will be able to compete. Whoever finishes higher will advance over 5 rounds. The winner will get to take home $1 million. Big deal for NASCAR. But all I could feel during that whole thing was the only reason they're doing it is because everybody else is doing an in-season tournament. Bronny was the big talk of the combine. I don't necessarily think he had that great of a combine, but LeBron James was in attendance to watch his son get warmed up. And actually, most experts are saying this is the worst class coming into the NBA in many, many years. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes from there as far as whether or not any of these guys can do anything. And then they're getting ready for the big fight. Yeah, Mike Tyson getting ready to they had their big face-off against each other.
When is that?
June, I think. June or July. I don't know.
Lakers will win the NASCAR midseason tournament.
Already confirmed. Those are my tidbits for the day. Not a whole lot going on this week. This week marks the anniversary of the Reds getting no hit, or the Reds throwing a no-hitter but losing the baseball game. So that's fun. And if you haven't been to our Facebook page, you can watch a great fight between Kyle Farnsworth and Paul Wilson. Kyle Farnsworth picks up Paul and throws him to the ground because for some reason Paul thought it was a good idea to go take on
Paul Wilson was not a big man. Not a big man.
Bodybuilder slash farm boy. So that's on our. You can check out that great video on our Facebook page as well.
Not a big man at all. Play clock.
Yeah, let's go.
I want to answer first.
Yep. Oh, sorry. You want to answer first? I got you. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, okay, let's go.
We're going to get to NASCAR here in a second.
All right.
I was like, anytime we're ready.
Which NFL team, it doesn't necessarily need to be wins, but which NFL team will surprise the most this year? Whether it's win more than they're supposed to, lose more than they're supposed to, which NFL team is everyone going to be talking about at the end of the season?
Well, according to my predictions, apparently the Jags, because apparently they're going 13-4 and winning the AFC South and being the number 1 seed in the playoffs. So, yeah, I'll say the Jags. And apparently the Patriots are getting the number 1 overall pick next year, which I don't really know how entirely I feel about that. But, yeah, so I'll say that the Jaguars winning the AFC South and being the number 1 overall seed will be my pick, even though I actually don't think that will actually happen. But I have the Chargers going 11-6, which I'm actually now interested, Leroy, in what you have them going. You have the Chargers going 11-6 as well. So we're both in on the Chargers with Harbaugh. So I guess there's our answer. The Chargers and the you're all in on the 49ers too. All in. 16-1. 16-1.
Brock Purdy, baby.
Okay. Leroy, this question I'm sure is not going to be controversial at all for you.
Oh, great.
What's the hardest position to play in all of sports?
Catcher. And listen, quarterback's like a close second. And I will admit that depending on the day that you talk to me, I'd probably say quarterback. But today I'm saying catcher, simply because you have to be the field manager on the field of everything that's going on. You have to control your pitchers. You have to control what's going on in the outfield, the infield. And you're taking abuse every single time. You are right next to a batter. You're underneath center. and you are constantly taking 102-mile-an-hour pitches over and over again, 85, 90, even 100 times, and not to mention foul balls, everything like that. Quarterback is the toughest position in hockey, I would say, or toughest position in sports, I would say, right in front of quarterback and NHL goalie. Those are my three big positions I'm saying are the most toughest in sports. Don't look at me like that. What position? What would you say?
Water polo.
What position is the toughest to play in sports?
If you put a gun to my head and ask me to tell you a position in water polo, I would be dead.
You're just saying water polo is the toughest sport to play?
Yeah, imagine trying to swim and play polo. That sounds impossible.
He's got a good point. I'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early.
We'll see about that.
He had a 4-hour drive, 2 hours both ways for his divisional game tonight, which, from what I understand, his team won. So he's going to have to make that drive again tomorrow.
Love it. Paul, too soon.
Oh,
too soon.
He's got a good point. He's no. He's
too soon.
He's got a good point.
Too soon. Okay, I'm ready, Leroy.
What is the most useless stat in all of sports?
Oh gosh, there's so many, especially in baseball. I feel like there are a ton in baseball because saves are kind of useless, if we're being honest. Like they don't mean as much as they do, I think, anymore in today's game of baseball. Earned run average for relievers might be the number one, though. I mean, because if you're a reliever, you don't pitch that often. You have one game where it's really bad, and it takes you 3 months to recover from that. So I would that will be. Can I take it and specify it? So earned run average for relievers is the most useless sport.
We had a couple of bullpen guys who had ERAs of like 14, and they were good pitchers. They would have one bad inning, and it would skyrocket their ERA.
Yeah, relief pitchers ERA. It's a pointless stat to look at. I want to look at WHIP if I'm talking about a reliever. Of course, right on cue. I think for a reliever, a WHIP is a good stat to look at least in my opinion. Because that and again, that can also be inflated by a bad outing, though, too. So reliever stats just in general are hard to, there's really not one to look at. Okay, here's one for you. I was scrolling through the social media, and I saw a conversation, and it was a hot one. And they said, if I gave you $1,000 right now, could you eat $1,000 worth of McDonald's in a period of 36 hours?
$1,000 worth of McDonald's in 36 hours. So let's. Ooh. There's no way. Okay, so what's their most expensive stuff? What, like a chicken sandwich is like $8, right?
I mean, a Big Mac's probably what? A Big Mac meal would run you about $12. We'll say that.
Yeah, that's like. Am I drinking the drinks?
You have $1,000.
Okay, well, you gotta figure that's like 100. That's like 100 sandwiches. No way. There's no way. Oh my goodness, no way.
Well, see,
I would give it a valiant effort, but I would absolutely fall short.
No, you can't do that, John. That's cheating.
No, a cheater over here.
Yeah. Paul brings up a good point. That's 80 combos.
Yes. Like, there's no way. Like I would love to sit there and be like, oh yeah, I could handle that. There is no way.
I mean, the one thing that
you spend a week on the crapper. Oh my!
The wild card that they had in there, it was like they have their smoothies, which is like $5. So you think about it, that what's that? So what's 1,000 divided by 5? 200. Question was, could you drink 200 smoothies in 36 hours? And that was kind of their wild card. of like the smoothies being potentially the wild card in there that you could possibly make it happen.
Yeah.
But then again, you'd have to throw in there a couple of Big Macs just to get, because that's a price of a lot. So yeah, I found it was an interesting conversation that they were having based on it. How about the NASCAR contest? We don't have any picks this week because there is no race. It's just the All-Star race this week, and there's no way for us to do points, but we can release the stats from last week. The winner from last week was myself, picking Denny Hamlin, getting 36 points. In second place was Paul Reeves. He took Chase Elliott, got him 25 points. Luke and John both got 23 for picking Joey Logano. Chase came away with 22 with Tyler Reddick. And Leroy, you came away with 10 with Kyle Busch. The new point standings. I mentioned we have a new leader with 340 points. Paul Reeves is the new leader of the NASCAR pick contest. In second place, 3 points behind. Braden's going to drop in here the Drake contest. He was talking with Mick, and him and Mick in the comment section got into a big argument a couple of weeks ago during Jungle Juice.
About Drake?
Drake and Kendrick, and I don't know. So Paul's in first. Leroy's in second with 337. I'm in third with 330. Chase at 303. John at 262. Tyler at 226. Luke at 87. And Bert at 17. So Paul is the new leader of the NASCAR pick contest. Next week, we'll be back to pick again as they race the Coke 600.
I went to the Indy Grand Prix this weekend. Went to go watch all the cars go around in big ovals. Not big ovals.
Sorry,
road
one
course.
Second. Sorry, 1 second. Where the hell are you buying a lobster roll at McDonald's?
You guys have lobster at McDonald's?
And
what
also,
part of New Jersey are you from, man?
And also, in Maine, you live on the edge if you're eating a lobster roll from McDonald's.
That's accurate. I need to get to Maine, clearly, because my McDonald's doesn't have that stuff.
Yeah. Would you want to eat it? Like, let me go to the Tamerville McDonald's and eat a lobster
like getting
roll.
Gas station sushi, man.
Okay. Go on with what you're. Sorry.
All right, so I attended the Indy Grand Prix race this weekend. Took my daughter Alexis. We had an absolute fantastic time. She went to her very first race. She really. I was really worried she was going to be bored, but she was a trooper. She had fun the whole time. She picked a driver before we went in. So happened the driver won the race. So she was all excited and thought that was pretty cool. They started practicing for the 500 this week. But last 2 days, practice has been rained out. Indiana, I'm sure Kentucky, you guys have been getting a ton of rain, right? They haven't been able to get any racing in whatsoever. So, but they got qualifying this weekend, and then the big Indy 500 will be next weekend where I will be at. So lots of racing coming up. They got the All-Star game as well, with some great racing coming your way if that's what you're into.
Braden ate 5 cheesy roll-ups from Taco Bell, and his stomach was begging for forgiveness. I wonder why.
Oh, my gosh. I've got a great Taco Bell story for you. Do we have time for a great Taco Bell story?
Why the hell not?
So I went to the Taco Bell outside of Indianapolis over in Browns.
Oh, I saw your post about this.
Listen. So I
was going to bring this up, but
That's fine. I'll bring it up regardless. All right, so they've got rid of the double-decker tacos, which are my favorite tacos to get.
For some reason, you decided to bring Paul Reeves in on this during the comments. Poor Paul was just enjoying his Saturday, and he gets drug into this in the comment section.
Paul brought himself into the comment section on that one. I didn't bring anyone, okay? So I go in there, and so double-decker tacos are no longer a thing. Don't start with me, Paul.
They haven't been a thing for 10 years.
No. So, but they have what they call a double stack taco, which is the same exact thing, but it has melted cheese instead of refried beans. That's really the only difference between them. So I went in, and this methed out girl was standing at the front line, and I said to her, hey, I'd like to get 2 double stack taco Supremes, but instead of melted cheese, I want refried beans. And she looks at me like I'm...
That was your first mistake. This is Taco Bell.
I know. And she looks at me like my pug does when I yell at my dog. So I pay for it, and I don't think about it. I pull out 20, I give her the 20, she gives me change back. I don't think about it. And I sit down, and she's like, so you don't want any cheese? I said, no, I want shredded cheese, but no melted cheese. I want refried beans. So I open this thing up. I get my food. I open it up, and it's got melted cheese, ground beef, black beans, and lettuce on it. That's all it had. And I sit there and I look at it. I go, Lexi, did you understand what I said to her? And Lexi goes, yeah. I said, okay, just checking. So I go up there and I said, hey, this is not what I ordered. And she's like, well, you need to not make your orders so complicated so we can figure it out. I said, are you kidding me? I asked you to switch one ingredient. And for two tacos. I said, I don't think it was. And then I look at my receipt and I go, $11.60. $11 for 2 tacos? And she's like, sir, you don't need to. It's okay, sir. I'm like, bro, I don't think it's too much to ask you guys to make a decent taco.
So was there an article in the Indy Star the next morning? Short man loses mind at Taco Bell after wrong order. Some people don't know how business is done.
Some people don't know how business works.
Yeah, that was your first mistake, though, is actually thinking that...
I don't think I was asking too much.
Yeah.
It's like asking for a Big Mac with no pickles, man.
No. That would be like asking for a Big Mac, but you want a chicken patty instead of the burger patty.
Instead of the burger patty?
Yeah.
Fine. I'll even take that. And I was fine with paying the $12 if it meant my order was correct. But they couldn't even get the order correct. And then they got the audacity to ask for a tip on the little thing. Get the tip.
Did you want to give your opinions on tipping right now?
Oh, no. I've already done that before. I'm good on that.
Who are you voting for? Are we just going to keep on doing this? What do you think about religion?
You really want to talk about that commencement speech from yesterday?
No. Poor meth head gets roughed up from midget wrestler and Taco Bell.
Midget wrestler with torn rotator cuff. Let's go.
Here's the thing, Paul. My money might be on the meth head. She's got the meth advantage.
She had tattoos on her teeth. Have you ever seen that? Have you seen the tattoo? Have you seen the fake tattoos on the teeth?
Leroy probably wanted to give her a tip.
She had designs on her teeth, like little like designs. It was Lexi was freaked out. She was like, "What the hell's wrong with her teeth, Dad?" Yes, she had like little designs on her crusty, gross teeth.
Yeah. Meth. How would you know, Paul? How much meth have you been doing down there in Georgia? On next week's show, Leroy does meth live to see what happens to his teeth. Sam and Leroy both do a line of cocaine and then do the NFL picks again to see what happens and to see how it changes.
Should we take a look at Sam's NBA standings?
Okay, you got a little close there. I thought you were about to start putting up fingers again on the screen. We haven't mentioned the fingers in a couple of weeks, so I had to make sure that we mentioned that.
Shut up.
Paul, are you doing okay after the fingers? I know you've been going to therapy.
All right, so
based on your
Thunder Mavs are tied 2 games apiece. So you're good there. Timberwolves Nuggets. Denver leads that one 3-2. You picked the Nuggets. Celtics Cavaliers. Celtics won. And the Pacers and Knicks. New York Knicks lead that one 3-2. That one's been a pretty close. Pretty.
Yeah,
close
I think I just took Celtics Nuggets. I don't think I picked the actual conferences.
You did not. You did not. You did not.
Look at that, Leroy. Insurance quit paying for his therapy, so now he's got to manage based on your dang finger.
Hey, how about you take it up with the podcast commissioner over there?
You? Or is that Jacob?
It's you.
It's Jacob.
NHL playoffs. Dallas, Colorado, Vancouver. Ooh, you picked the Kings. Edmonton won. Florida, Boston, and Rangers, Hurricanes.
Canes are coming back. I picked Canes Stars.
Yep. You did.
And the Canes are coming back, right?
Dallas leads that one, and the Carolina Hurricanes are down 3-2. Correct.
But they were down 3-0, and they've won the past two.
You're doing fairly well, Sam. You're doing fairly well in the tournaments that you don't care about. So I'm proud of you.
No, in fact, I list and don't care about it. Next week, we are going to predict every baseball game for the remainder of the season. All, 2,000 games.
You'll be doing that. You'll be doing the podcast alone. I'll tell you that much right now.
It'll only take us 35 minutes, Leroy.
Add a little bit of extra time for that one.
We'll look forward to that, though. Who knows what we might talk about between that. Yeah, I mean, listen, we wake up in the morning, we piss excellence. That's what Paul and I do. I did see that movie is on, I think it's on Netflix, and it's on my list to watch. Talladega Nights. Fantastic movie.
There you go.
Anything else that you need to tell our valued listeners?
No. Nothing.
So we'll see you next week, guys.
Appreciate you watching, everyone.